What's going on, guys? Dre Knows back at it again, bringing you guys another video. So we're back, and finally it's the first day, at least for me anyways, posting on here on college football 27. I know I'm a couple days overdue, give me a break, but anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it though. Super excited with how we started. I went ahead and just opened everything, so I'll show you guys what the team's looking like here in just a second. But yeah, having a lot of fun, just grinding on Ultimate Team right now, just building up my squad. 80 overall, so like nothing like too crazy. I think the thing that probably hurt me was the fact that I didn't do like all the stuff on what was it, college football 26 to get the extras in 27. So I'm working a little bit behind in that case, but not too worried. We're still gonna go ahead and lock in as we would. We don't know any other way anyways. So let's go ahead, jump right into it though. I'll show you guys the squad with what we're working with here. Let's take a look here. So quarterback, so I've rocked a couple different options, and this is one thing that I kind of noticed right out the gate is that the quarterbacks are rough. Throwing, especially trying to throw deep, is bad, especially whenever you try to have the mobile quarterbacks. I know for me, so I kind of sold. I should have probably picked Dante Moore in the pre-orders, but I want my Miami heart in me decided to go with Malachi Tony, so that's why I rocked with that. But I rocked a couple different options. There's I forgot what the quarterback from UCF, Alonzo something, forgot what his last name was. He was good because he had like 84 speed, but man, he had a noodle every time it came to throwing deep passes. So obviously we couldn't do that. So I'm rocking this Mark Sanchez right now. Not bad, honestly. Obviously I need to go ahead and get him upgraded, which I do plan on doing over time. But 80 overall, to start off with, not bad, but obviously I want to upgrade him throughout the year, and at least for now he's QB1. Obviously they drop quarterbacks like crazy with every promo that kind of comes out, but for now Mark Sanchez is the day one quarterback. So that's what we're rocking there. Running back Antoine Raymond, he's not bad. I want to say he's probably like one of my highest overall. I think I got him in like the pre-order pack, so he's not bad, just kind of slow, so he does get kind of hawked down. I do plan on getting probably like the Chris Johnson Jr. once the game officially releases. Just right now the market is just super inflated, so I'd say just hold on to your coins, especially if you're not planning on playing online. Just hold on to your coins while you have them, and then eventually once the day one drop actually happens, because I'm on the EA Plus membership, so I get the early advance play. But if you're just rocking just the regular game, or if you're waiting for the day one, I would just say just wait until the market goes down, because the market is insanely inflated right now. So that's who we're rocking at the running back position. Not bad. Looking at my receivers, so I've been able to upgrade this Andrew Marsh already. So not too bad, 85 speed, this early in the game, that's nice. Although I haven't been able to fully upgrade him all the way at 85, just because I do need to go ahead and, get his stats up, which I think that is interesting with the SP points. I've maxed that out, on him. So I think, over the next couple of games that I play, it says, rush for 1,000 yards. Okay. So I should be able to get him all the way up maxed out within like the next game or two. So that's good. So yeah, I'm really liking this Andrew Marsh. Like I said, 85 speed, day one is glitchy, so we'll go ahead and take that. Then looking here, like I said, my wide receiver 2, I had to go, I don't know, it's just maybe just those rose colored glasses, rocking the Malachi Tony. I mean, he's not bad, although I can't imagine that he's going to be, out there much longer, especially, once I'm able to get some of the fastest receiver. But, worst case, he's just a punt returner, kick returner for me until eventually he gets an upgraded card. So wide receiver core looking all right. And then we've got Eugene Wilson from LSU in the slot, 83 speed, which is nice. So I might have to switch Tony and Wilson back and forth. But, I think for me, like, it's refreshing, playing this game, especially on offense, just because, I don't know, it just feels different compared to years past. I think it's like an in-between where it's not like 25 where it's more Arcadian, players all move like crazy, but I feel like it's not like 26 either where like people feel like they're just walking in quicksand. So I think it's kind of a nice in-between, and I'm loving it so far. So really enjoying Offensive line, I mean, I just wanted to make sure I had at least all 80s just because I noticed like the sheds were insane to kind of deal with. So not too bad though as far as offensive line. Then we've got this Jeremy Shockey, which, you know, I'm not sure how I ended up getting this. I think this might have been one of the only things I carried over from 26 Bliss, and I'm not complaining at all in the slightest. So that's our day one offense, so not too bad. Then looking at defense, this is where, you know, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired. You know, obviously that's kind of souped up the offense. Defense could use some work though, but you know, looking at my secondary, we've got the Zachariah Poyser, who again, you know, I do plan on having him maxed out here very, very soon. At 85 because I maxed out all the SP. Now I just need to get like some of the game kind of, what is it, the games whatever, like basically just in-game stats with him. Then we got Mohamed Toure, Trey Lathan, Whit Weeks. This is the next guy I need to upgrade because I think when he gets maxed out, I think he gets to like 88 speed, which, you know, having an 88 speed user from the jump is going to be huge. So that's what we're going to be rocking there. This Antonio Watts, I think I pulled just from a random pack, and he's not bad. 80 speed off the edge, or, you know, at linebacker's not bad. Then we've got the safety. So trying just looking through here. Secondary looks okay. You know, we've got the Brandon Finney, 85 overall. So technically he is my highest overall. 84 speed, not too bad. Then we've got this Jayon Jackson at cornerback 2. And then after that, it's looking kind of sweet in terms of our defense. Our slot corners leaves a little bit to be desired, but he's 81 speed, so, you know, I want to see him, you know, kind of fight out there, see what he's got. Definitely where I'm gonna plan on making upgrades is the defensive line. You know, we've only got one guy over an 80, the rest is just kind of soft right now, so that's kind of, you know, where I'm planning on, you know, mixing things up there and, you know, making some upgrades at some point. So yeah, that's what we're going to be rocking. Obviously, we probably need to get a better kicker. The 60 overall is kind of crazy, but, you know, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, that's what, you know, what we're rocking day one. And then as far as offense, I'm rocking Virginia right now. Once I get a chance to kind of experiment with the, you know, more playbooks, I'll go ahead and kind of make a video as far as like what I think are the best playbooks in the game. And then defensively, I actually need to go ahead and add it. So I am going to rock, I need to get the 4-2-5 playbook, because that seems like that's going to be the biggest, you know, defense, or the best defense in the game from the jump. So yeah, so that's what we're rocking here, guys. You know, pretty short video. Just wanted to just basically just say, hey, we're finally here. I know you're probably wondering, well, hey, like where have I been? We've still been here. It's just we've been grinding more offline, off stream. But speaking of streams, we will be back to live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/DreKnowsTV. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Also subscribe to me on YouTube, and of course on TikTok. Follow me on all those socials. That way you can kind of, you know, see all the content that I have planned for you guys out. We will have a dynasty, so I'm planning on, you know, picking a low-rated dynasty team. So I'm super excited about that. Although from what I'm hearing, it is a challenge. So I'm very excited for that challenge. So you know, a lot of big things coming up soon, guys. So with that being said, guys, this is Dre Knows. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.